Pee-wee's Big Adventure was originally going to be a remake of a 1960 Disney movie starring a 12-year-old girl. Pee-wee's Big Adventure turns 40 years old this month, so here are 8 wild facts I bet you never knew about it. Fact 1. Paul Reubens first invented Pee-wee as a sketch comedy character at the Groundlings Theater in 1977 with help from fellow performer Phil Hartman. Reubens auditioned for SNL in 1980, but he didn't get it, so instead he mounted a Pee-wee Herman stage show, which became an HBO special, which led to appearances on Letterman and a sold-out US tour in 1984. After the tour, Warner Brothers signed Reubens to make a Pee-wee movie, and his first idea was a remake of Disney's 1960 film Pollyanna, which was Reubens' favorite film, and Pee-wee would play the Haley Mills part. But then, when Reubens saw people riding bicycles on the WB lot, he came up with the story for Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Fact 2, Tim Burton hadn't directed a feature film yet when Reubens hired him. He'd only made a few shorts, including Frankenweenie, but Reubens said, "I screened Frankenweenie. I knew Tim was the director about 15 seconds in." Which brings us to fact 3. Reubens put a lot of his friends from the Groundlings in the film, including Hartman, Lynn Marie Stewart, John Paragon, John Moody, and Jan Hooks. Burton and Reubens considered Louis Anderson for Francis, but it went to Mark Holton. Diane Salinger almost quit the movie because there was a scene in the script where Pee-wee's dog Specht licked his own butt and then Pee-wee's mouth, but it didn't make the final cut. Fact 4, Warner Brothers executives constantly pestered Tim Burton during filming. They shot from January to March 1985 around Los Angeles and on the WB lot, and Burton wrote in his book that execs would come down every day and yell at him for not shooting fast enough. But there wasn't much he could do about it because they were dealing with animals and elements and FX. They filmed on location at the Cabazon Dinosaurs and outside the actual Alamo, though the Alamo interiors were filmed at a Mission in Mission Hills, Los Angeles. The Alamo did not have a basement when the movie was made, but it now has 2. Fact 6, the production built 14 vintage Schwinn bikes in the style of the 1940s and 1950s. The Alamo acquired one of them in 2025 and is putting it on display, while the one Reuben kept after filming has been donated to the Academy Museum. Fact 7, Danny Elfman was not Reubens' first choice for composer. He initially wanted Devo frontman Mark Mothersbaugh, but Mothersbaugh had a scheduling conflict. Mark Mothersbaugh would later write the theme song and other music for Pee-wee's Playhouse. So then Reubens and Burton went out to Oingo Boingo frontman Danny Elfman. Elfman almost said no because he didn't have much scoring experience, nor could he play the piano at that point. But he did it anyway, and it led to a decades-long relationship with Tim Burton. Fact 8, the movie grossed nearly 6 times its budget and became a cult classic. Warner Brothers spent $7 million total to make the movie, and it got a big premiere on Hollywood Boulevard that was broadcast live on MTV, a first for the network. And then the movie opened wide on August 9th, 1985, and it did $4.5 million opening weekend before going on to gross $40 million total. Critics mostly approved. Today, 78% of the 113 reviews assessed by Rotten Tomatoes are positive. The movie further established Pee-wee as a comedic force. Coming full circle, Reubens hosted SNL as Pee-wee Herman in 1985. Pee-wee's Playhouse started in 1986, and the movie got 2 sequels, Big Top Pee-wee and Pee-wee's Big Holiday.